Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down complex topics into clear, concise visuals. Today, we are diving into the latest financial report from General Dynamics, a true global giant in aerospace and defense. This is a company that builds everything from those luxurious Gulfstream jets to the very backbone of the U.S. Navy.
So the big question is, how is this global giant actually doing? Their latest numbers, well, they don't just tell us about the company. They might also give us a little hint about the wider global economy. So let's dive into their third quarter results for 2025.
Okay, so right off the bat, the single biggest takeaway here is that General Dynamics had a really, really strong quarter. It's all about growth. Across the board, the numbers are pointing up. And if there's one number to focus on, it's this one, a nearly 16% jump in earnings per share. Now, for anyone watching the markets, you know that's a direct signal of profitability, and a jump that big, well, that's a very healthy sign. And this growth isn't just a one-off thing. I mean, look at this. Revenue climbed over 10% to almost $13 billion in just 3 months, and net earnings saw a powerful jump of almost 14%. It's just a consistent story of strong performance all around. So how does a company this massive actually work? Where does all that revenue even come from? Well, it's broken down into 4 core business segments. Think of them as the 4 pillars holding the whole thing up. And this chart, it just lays it all out so clearly. Marine systems, we're talking submarines and destroyers, is the biggest piece of the pie. But what's really interesting is when you look at aerospace and technologies, together they make up over half of the company's revenue. It really goes to show you that while GD is famous for defense, its business is remarkably diverse.
But one of these pillars really stood out far above the rest this quarter. And yeah, it's the one that deals in luxury and speed. The Aerospace division, home of those iconic Gulfstream jets, had a truly exceptional quarter.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The company's own chairman and CEO, Phoebe Novakovic, came right out and said it, highlighting the incredible performance and pointing to just how strong the demand for their private jets is right now. You can just see that impressive 30% jump right here. I mean, that's a massive increase in just 1 year. It was absolutely the main engine of growth for the entire company this quarter. So what's behind this incredible flight? Well, they're delivering brand new models, getting more planes off the assembly line, and maybe most importantly, the orders are coming in 1.3 times faster than they can even build them. That's a huge signal of strong demand for the future. So while the commercial jets were absolutely soaring, the company's traditional defense segments, well, they provided what they always do, a stable, reliable foundation built on massive, long-term government contracts. On the marine side, you see an award for another high-tech destroyer for the Navy, and in combat systems, a huge $1.7 billion order for munitions. These are the kinds of huge multi-year awards that just keep the production lines humming for a long, long time. And this brings us to a really key concept for understanding this business, the backlog. So what is it? Simply put, it's the total value of all of the confirmed work the company has on its books. It's probably the single best indicator of future stability. And wow, General Dynamics' backlog is just staggering. It hit a new company record of nearly $110 billion. That is an incredible statement about the demand for their products, both commercial and military. So after looking at all these numbers, the jets, the ships, that giant backlog, what's the big picture here? What should we really take away from all this? It really boils down to 3 crucial points. First, the company is growing significantly and profitably. Second, that growth is being supercharged right now by the incredible demand for private jets. And third, its future looks more secure than ever with that massive, record-breaking book of business. And this leaves us with a final thought to chew on. What does it say about our world when the demand for both the pinnacle of private luxury travel and the most advanced weaponry are both booming at the exact same time? It's a pretty fascinating question raised by these numbers.